May nagalit isang artista sa akin na ano daw ako, psychopath. Well, may nagalit isang artista sa akin na ano daw ako, psychopath. Well, I live here to her constitutional right to free expression. She should enjoy that. Give me an input of how to do about it. Hindi ko talaga kaya na isa-isahin. But I was tinkering with the idea coming in last night from Basilan and Zamboanga na i-open ko yung PTV4 for 1 hour each day. And diretso na lang sila. Lalabas na lang yung pangalan. Minus, if you want, kayo nagpapadala, the complainants or the aggrieved parties or whatever, the wrong, you can always escape your number. But if you want to do it publicly, fine with me. Just text the agency and the person whom you have a gripe, a grievance to express. Tell me about the issue, and maybe that would be more in keeping with the transparency. It does not mean to say na tama yan, because people can go wrong and it will go wrong as in the Murphy's Law. But my predilection now is really to go fast, simply because 6 years is a very limited time to do some reforms. If I could just get a fraction of the corruption sa ating gobyerno, mukhang okay na. I cannot erase all, I cannot stop it, but I can minimize it. Ngayon, I said, I don't know if it's with keeping with the right also to be, of the people to be informed, on the right to air a grievance vis-a-vis with the right of the person to keep his privacy. But I am trying to kind of looking for how to strike a happy balance here. Kasi hanggang ngayon, mayroon pa rin and parang I feel it as an insult really. Kasi yan ang pinangako ko. One is, I will stop corruption. That was the only line that was repeated by my mouth all the months of the campaign. Second is itong, it leaves a bitter taste in the mouth. Drugs. Alam mo, there's an evolving two school of thoughts here na we treat them, we arrest them, we prosecute them. Pero kung kayong mga abogado, and I've been a prosecutor for so many years, just the thought of building a case for one criminal, one drug pusher, just to build a case for one would take you about 3-4 days and a lot of investigation, 3 or 4 men to assign. Kayo tayo mga abogado, you know that is well nigh impossible to do it. What I'm trying to say is that I do not think I can be successful unless I destroy the apparatus of the criminal syndicates. Sad to say, really the big ones, nandoon sa labas, and they are operating. I would like to show you the matrix kung maaari lang. Kung meron lang tayong national security clearances ngayon, ipapakita ko na dyan sa inyo kung paano. And it's being operated by electronics. Down. Tama yung sinabi ni JB Sebastian. Ang umabot lang dyan sa loob ng penitentiary, konsumo lang nila yan. Ngayon, but in the past, they were actually into it, cooking inside and selling. dyan sa, ang market nila was Manila, the Metro Manila hanggang Cavite. But that was stopped because medyo nagkahirapan. Ang pumapasok lang dyan, yung konsumo nila. For the life of me, alam ba ninyo na ang droga sa Pilipinas ang laro na sa loob ng National Penitentiary? Magtanong kayo ng dumaan niya na superintendent or warden. It is being operated all throughout the Philippines using just the cellphone. Be it in Parañaque, in Davao Penal Colony, lahat, pati doon sa Iobot, doon sa mga penal colonies naglalaro ang mga kriminal. So hirap ako dito, and to think that during the time of General Santiago, who was a very honest officer and gentleman of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, in Hospedia, he gave us a figure of 3 million, at least ang may tama. And noong pumunta ako sa Laos, I had a talk with President Widodo, and I had the occasion to ask him about drugs, and he said, it's still a problem for him. And I said, ilan, how many of your countrymen are contaminated? He gave the 4 million. Na yung binigay na figure ni Santiago na 3 million, hindi kasali yung akin. Those who were discovered, arrested, killed during my time. Na yung nag-surrender, they've stretched from a number now, and they're still coming in droves. So by the end of the year, it would be reasonable to expect that I'd breach the 4 million mark also. Now, comparing Indonesia with the Philippines, with Indonesia having about 240 million inhabitants, and it's a big republic, 2-3 major islands there na malalaki, that compromises the Republic of Indonesia. Sa karami niya, 4 million siya. Ako, ang liit-liit ko, I only have about 1.4 billion Filipinos. May tama ako na 4 million. Saan ko ito? How do I? Noong sa Davao ako, and I'd be honest with you, I was really a hardliner. May mga pangyayari na hindi ninyo nagustuhan, maybe extrajudicial killing. There were. But that was not really my order. Ang sa Davao lang kasi, when I became mayor, I fully supported the police. Walang takot ang police. Ang police kasi hindi niya malaman pag nademanda siya. He can be held before the ombudsman, he can be held before the IAS, tapos andyan pa yung human rights. Ang police kasi noon pag nademanda, hindi niya malaman kung saan siya papunta. With so mandyan pa yung Polcom, he would go crazy. But sa Davao kasi doon na mayor ko, having been a politician and a prosecutor, sabi ko sa kanila, just do your duty, do it right. Because when noong 1970, pag pumasa ako sa bar, 73 lumabas yung amin, class 72, bar 72 ako. Nung lumabas kasi yan, nag-asawa ako, kulang ang pera ko. So nagturo ako sa Police Academy sa Southern Philippines. So estudyante nila ko. All those years, hindi ko na kailangan sabihin ano. Sinabi ko lang, go out, arrest them. We are, minsan yung, yung by bust operation karamihan dyan, place them under arrest and the custody of the law. Announce your authority, and if they do not surrender, then you have to take him by force. But if he presents a violent resistance, And if you think that your life is in danger, patayin mo. And that has been my order ever since. And to me, I think there's nothing wrong with that. And when I was a mayor, ganito ang estilo ko. Lumabas kayo ng Davao, kayong mga drogista, lumabas kayo yung naglalaro ng droga, gun for hire, soldiers and everything, policemen, go out. Police ka, pagka nandiyan ka, alam mo na, sabi ko. And all of these guys, inside government or outside of government, maraming namatay noon because I was really very strict. So, and I would say, just like what I have been saying in public, do not destroy my country because I will kill you. And do not destroy the youth of the land because I will kill you. And I've been doing it for several years. As a matter of fact, for 23 years, for the time that I was mayor, I used to put that kind of sentence, that statement. That I could hardly find a law yung sinasigaw ng mga iyo na I threaten people with, because you cut corners in my statement. I said those who would want to destroy my country. That's I think it's a very correct statement. I cannot see anything wrong there when you threaten criminals because you do not want your country destroyed by drugs. Nahanap nga kung mali. But you know, itong EU and itong human rights, alam nila yung statement na yan. You know, if it is not a crime in my country, how can you prosecute me before any other body? It has to start with the criminal laws of the land of which I am amenable. Because I am a Filipino citizen. But unfortunately for them, wala. And they reprimand me and chastise me, including Secretary of State, yung babae doon, pati Obama. And you know, before you must do some digging. Before I left for Laos, I said, wag ninyong akong hiyain doon. Wag ninyo. And I was referring to the press and everybody who would ask me publicly. So wag ninyong bastusin doon because this is a gathering of, you know, when I was vice mayor, it was all right for you to parang sidekick. Those are side issues of governance. But when I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines, little as I am, kung wala silang respeto sa akin, they must remember that I carry the identity of a sovereign country. You do not have any right to chastise me publicly. There is the United Nations, and if you see something wrong in our sovereign exercise of our authority, you go there and make your statement and ask for a motion that it be referred to the Human Rights Commission. But do not just stand there like Obama and the rest. And parang sabihin, wag kang mag-ano dyan ng human rights. And to threaten, ang nagalit ako doon sa statement ng isang, I don't know much that, gusto ko magmura. Sabi niya, you know, Mr. Duterte, you better watch out your mouth. You might stand to lose the age that you are. Kung ganun lang naman, takutin ka na parang kunin yung pagkain sa harap mo. Kaya ako nagalit. I do not demand respect, but I just want them to do which is correct, the proper decorum of the sovereign. Nakalimutan nila yan eh. Kaya kasi ang pagtingin kasi ng Amerika and the others, maliit lang kasi tayo. historically, they never, lalo na yung, it's not actually the fault of the presidency. Yung State Department na yan. Ano talaga? They are there to stay and they do what they want because they think they're the most powerful nation on earth. If you feed lang nila sa president, the presidente naman, sabi ko kay Obama, I never made those statement. Yung mga hurtful words. Now, itong si Goldberg, well, for the second time, totoo eh. What's wrong with you're gay? Totoo man sinabi ko. Ano started the Rocos? Siya, because he wrote onto a statement of mine that was a narration of a true event. Now, somebody from the other side during the campaign was looking for the tape sa RPN because he was the cameraman riding piggyback sa akin. He was all around sa likod ko. Totoo yung sinabi ko. Itong mga to, nakaswerte ito. Naunahan pa. Tama yun. Sinabi ko sa galit ko. It was not intended to be a religious thing. It was intended to derogate sa manhood noong nag-rape. Pa-insulto ba? Philippine culture. Mabuti pa itong gagawin to kapangit-pangit, yun ang sinagot. Parang ganun. Hindi man nila maano yan. So, sinabi lang, dito sa atin, when they judge, you judge best when you condemn. Ang alam mo dito sa atin, for those who cannot really pronounce it, salamagan. Ang iba naman, son of a bitch. That isn't putang ina. But they chose the phrase, son of a whore, to make it terrible to the ear. Yan ang ano. So, itong Amerika, may nagalit isang artista sa akin na ano daw ako, psychopath. Well, I live here to her constitutional right to free expression. She should enjoy that. Pero ako itong Amerika, I'm serving notice now sa inyo na hindi ko kaya yung style nila. Na basta na lang potos-otos sila na they want to blow something before the public. Tayo hindi tayo pwedeng I mean, I cannot question the killings of the black people in America. I cannot question Obama before explain to us why are you shooting black people already on the ground in the act of surrender. Tell us why is there now a great divide between the black and the inyo yan eh. But nobody can question that. Nobody has ever heard demanding the investigation by the human rights of the United Nations of America. Kaya itong isang EU, they had the goal to, and they said they were lawyers. No, they should have investigated that. Is it a crime to say, Greek criminals go out of my country, I'll kill you? That is the right to preserve your... Alam mo bakit? Give me about 3 minutes. Ang droga umabot na ng 4 million. Alam niyo na dumating ako dito sa presidency midterm. When the budget, on a budget prepared by Aquino, President, who prepared it the previous year. So itong budget ko does not contain any eventuality or expectation of millions of people needing treatment or rehabilitation because it was not until after I became president na lumabas ang totoo. When I was mayor, I knew that it was serious. Sabi mo na may nangamatay, meron. Tama yan. Pero alam mo, hindi ko talaga alam na ganun pala kalawak ang tama ng ating bayan. So wala akong rehab. Kung rin ko yung sa Defense Department o ito kay Secretary Obial, ibigay ko doon sa Defense ko because I ordered the military to open up their camps to accommodate rehab houses. Hindi mo natin alam yan. So wala akong budget na 5 centimos for that. Because everything is programmed to be spent the way it should be there. Tapos sabihin, hindi niya patayin. Bakit niya patayin? I-rehab niya. Ipuno na nga eh. At saka hindi, because until they are contained in a structure which is really secured. Now, let me just hurry up my talk with you. China offered to help. Matapos na, walang nihinuhay. It's in Fort Magsaysay, nandoon sa loob. It's good for 1,600 inmates. It's about to be completed. Mag-cut ng ribbon na sabi ko, huwag na cut ng ribbon. Cut mo ng liig ng putang. Sorry. Huwag na magseremonya, sabi ko, buksan na kagad din niya. And, gano'n na. Parang mga apartments na, mga kondo nga kaharap-harap. Gano'n ang pinakita ng China. Ngayon, sabi, bakit ako magpunta ng China? Okay. Gusto ninyo, ayaw natin China? O sige. May arbitrary ruling tayo. We won. We are entitled to the entitlements of that part of the Red China Sea na atin. Entitlements, it is a territory. The territory is 12 miles. Beyond that is yung ating tawag natin, parang fish pond. Lahat naman tayo binigyan ng fish pond. Oh. Yan, in your Philippines, you have count it from the outermost line, then draw a line there, and that's yours. Lahat tayo may ganon. But China has claimed it to be part of their historic sovereign territory. Okay. Tayo ang nag-file, panalo tayo. Okay, magbotohan tayo. Sinong gusto na? Dalawa lang eh. I will insist, pag ayaw na lang ibigay, atakihin ko sila. I'll start the war. Mapahiya tayo pag hindi. I talk. O sinong-singan magsabi, birhan natin bukas. Padala ko yung Navy doon bukas. I'll send the gray ships there. Wala. It will be a massacre. And, to top it all, the battleground would be Palawan, anak ng... Buti sana kung sa Massachusetts tayo o sa New York. Sige, pahit tayo. Huwag yung bayan ko. Kaya itong kamay ko ng Athena, gusto namang kalabit ng trigger. I don't know what happened. Baka nakarma ako. Siguro yung... Anyway, yan ang dyan. So, China has repeatedly invited me. I have accepted the offer. There was a little bit of kasi I was supposed to punta ng Japan ahead, but Japan gave a definite date. I forgot all about it. Nagbigay sila ng definite date eh. So, wala akong magawa. Sabi ng itong, bakante pala, dito ka muna sa amin. But just for, pupunta ako ng Brunei, tapos didiretso ako ng China. Then, part of that is Japan. Contrary to the belief of other Filipinos, it is not the United Nations. Maliit lang yan, pati yung military. It's the Japanese government. Ang pinakamalaki. Tulong. Then so I'll go to Japan. Then probably I will go to Russia. In that meeting namin sa Laos, nobody knew it, but I said, na-divulge ko naman sa inyo. We talked, kami lang dalawa ni Medvedev. Sabi niya, you go to Russia and we'll talk about it. We have everything that you need here. Pati pera siguro. Well, anyway, yun ang sitwasyon. I do not think that I will tsaka yung tingnan mo talaga ito. Keep on. Ayan, si Roy Simato sa harap ninyo. And the other generals here. Bakit? Nandyan, apat nung sumaludo sa akin kanina. O dyan na. Tanongin ninyo. War games, pagdating nila dito, diskarga, then distribute the equipments. Ano yung equipments ang gagamitin? So habang nag-war games, kasi yung equipments nila pati, yung equipments natin, they are not compatible. Pag tawag mo ganun, magbumbahan, ang magsagot sa iyo, North Korea. Okay. Padala namin yan. So, hindi compatible. Pag alis ng Amerikano, dala nila. So, what's the point? Sila yung nakinabang. Sila yung natututo. Tayo wala. That's the reality on the ground. And you can ask every military officer thereabout. Anong makuha ko sa kanila? Saka noon pa yan nila. Alam mo, ilang beses ako na pabalik for the time that I was out of the country as nung mayor ako hindi nakakalabas. First time ako nakapasyal, yung congressman na lang ako. That was in the 1999, 2000. And minsan I could see how yung sigaw-sigawan nila yung Pilipino na mayroon pa akong kilala, nakasabay kami sa Davao, yung bata dinala doon sa isang cubicle, yung ama naman, yung bata sigaw ng sigaw, palang wala lang man sa kanila. Ganon sila kaya noon pa sabi ko, well, and if there's a chance, but I do not mean to cancel or abrogate the military alliances. But tanong ko kayo, do you really think we need it? If there is a war, makaupakan, do you think we really need America? And do we need China and Russia for that matter? Or do we need somebody? Pag nagbirahan yan lahat at nabitawan niyang ICBMs, pati yung mga Poseidon, lahat na, there will be no more American aid to talk of. There will no more be a country strong enough to rule. Hindi. Pag magdating yan, wala tayong kailangan. Kung hindi, yung pare, kung gusto mo lang ultimo adios. You really think that? Kung is there such a thing as a third world war? Kalukuhan. Alam mo, bantay sila nito. Itong arrogance ng Amerika, si Jinping, pati lalo na si Putin. Huwag kayong talagang huwag tayong magkamali dyan. Talagang hirit. Kita mo, pag ginusto niya, kunin talaga niya. He wanted Crimea. He just simply went there to occupy it. Ang Amerika, walang nagawa. So, let us go for alliances that would contribute to the health, to the education, kung aabot pa tayo ng if there is a world out there waiting for our children. Otherwise, we have to protect them. Itong the sheer number of 4 million is kalat yan. And lastly, ayaw ninyong maniwala o hindi. Kung kasing i-publish ko, there are about 3,600 elected barangay captains. Na-elect na. 3,000 all over the country. There are about 6,000 policemen there in that list. Ayaw ko na lang i-publish kasi magkagulo ang Pilipinas. Now, naghahanap ako, I'm trying to figure out, been meeting with the military and the civilian, pati yung mga scholars natin, how to go about solving the problem. Because narco-politics has seeped in our political system. The portals of the invasion of drugs into the national government started with Dilima. Totoo yan. Ilang witness na nagsasabi sa inyo, yung gwardiya na, yung NBI, yung PSG. Mayroon na tayong narco-politics. That is why I told Congress, do not call for an election now. Otherwise, manalo ang mga may pera. Na kung nandyan sila sa gobyerno, they will just wait it out. Maybe magdasal yan sila na mahulog yung eroplano ko, o they want maybe to impeach me, o whatever. Balik sila. Pera eh. The greed, the craving for money. Now, if you, yan nga, pag ambisyosa ka na, look at the way previous step. I'm not insulting you. Just as a matter of law and proof. Look at the review intake. Look at the sartorial elegance of how she graduated. Tingnan mo, look at the previous steps. Malaman, ang tao hindi talaga makapigil. Magregalo ng bahay. See? Yan ang mahirap. And then, it has never been answered. Kung kaninong bahay, sinong gumastos. So, obviously, alam natin lahat. But that is how narco-politics has set in. Ngayon, next election, be prepared. Ako, wala na ako. Salamat rin. Ako, if these guys can hammer out or craft itong hinihingi ng ating mga kababayan natin na Muslim federal, if you can finish it in 3 years or 2 years, I will go. I will resign. Kasi it will provide the position of a president. Which must be elected. The moment it is ratified by the Filipino people, you have my assurance. You have my word of honor. I do not want to stay any longer kung hindi ako kailangan. I will resign and give way. Yan ang garantiya ko sa inyo. But for the time being, di ko malaman kung itong droga. Because pag hinayaan ko, it will destroy the next generation by the sheer contamination and widespread. Talaga mahirapan yan. It's like a case of Hong Kong noon when there was this English company given the sole right to sell opium. It took the Chinese 4 generations to entirely wipe out, including my grandfather. Nag-uupium yun. Noon kasi nahuli. Maliit pa ako pero malakas na magmadyong, malakas pa mag-yup-yup ng opium ang buang. Took them several generations to. If I mag-let go ako ngayon, It might be bloody, it might be cruel, it might be brutal. That is for my country. I'm not doing it for somebody else. Kaya kung ayaw ninyo magtulong, di matingin kayo. Basta there is a rule which, tsaka yung balot-balot, na binabalot ng, hindi ang gawain ng pulis, hindi ang gawain ng military. Bakit tayo magbalot ng plaster na tao dyan na we are not into manufacturing of mummies? Yun yan sila. Remember that there were several, remember that there are now policemen at large, yung mga ninja tawag nila. There was a time for cleansing and it's still going on. Because nobody, pinatong ko na nga 2 million per head of the 9 known drug manufacturers. Sabi kasi ng mga, kung bakit pa natin ibigay sa kanila, di tayo na lang. Look at, you should visit, I don't know if it would be in bad taste to, the monument of, tignan ninyo sa Arayat, napakalaki. Ganito kalaki, oh. Yung ikot ng mga makina doon, tubig, tangke, tapos dito yung heater, tapos yung tube. Finally, yung Cebu. Kaya kung hindi natin makaya ito, let us just operate it. Magsabu na lang tayong lahat. Wala naman tayong magawa. Let us join the crowd. But sabi ko, I repeat it, on these major issues of presidency, I stake my honor, my life, and my country. My presidency. Presidency ko, honor. Impeachment, fine. I'll go. Wala problema. Kudeta, I will go. Sabi ko, Laroy, huwag na magkudeta. Come here. Line there. Okay, raise your right hands. I, General, would like to be President. Okay. Sige, inyo na. Solve the problem. Balikan ko kayo. Ganon. Kung mayroon bang gusto, sige. But I will not, I will never iwanan ang buhay ko, my honor, and the President. May nagalit isang artista sa akin na ano daw ako, psychopath. Well, may nagalit isang artista sa akin na ano daw ako, psychopath. Well, I live here to her constitutional right to free expression. She should enjoy that. Give me an input of how to do about it. Hindi ko talaga kaya na isa-isahin. But I was tinkering with the idea coming in last night from Basilan and Zamboanga na i-open ko yung PTV4 for 1 hour each day and diretso na lang sila. Lalabas na lang yung pangalan minus if I destroy the apparatus of the criminal syndicates. Sad to say, really the big ones nandoon sa labas and they are operating. I would like to show you the matrix kung maaari lang. Kung mayroon lang tayong national security clearances ngayon, ipapakita ko na dyan sa inyo kung paano. And it's being operated by electronics. Down. Tama yung sinabi ni JB Sebastian. Ang umabot lang dyan sa loob ng penitentiary, konsumo lang nila yan. Ngayon, but in the past, they were actually into it, cooking inside and selling. Diyan sa, ang market nila was Manila, the Metro Manila hanggang Cavite. But that was stopped because drugs Alam mo, there's an evolving two school of thoughts here na we treat them, we arrest them, we prosecute them. Pero kung kayong mga abogado, and I've been a prosecutor for so many years, just the thought of building a case for one criminal, one drug pusher, just to build a case for one would take you about 3-4 days and a lot of investigation, 3 or 4 men to assign. Kayo tayo mga abogado, you know that is well nigh impossible to do it. What I'm trying to say is that I do not think I can be successful unless mukhang okay na. I cannot erase all, I cannot stop it, but I can minimize it. Ngayon, no, I said, I don't know if it's with keeping with the right also to be, of the people to be informed, on the right to air a grievance vis-a-vis with the right of the person to keep his privacy. But I am trying to kind of looking for how to strike a happy balance here. Kasi hanggang ngayon, no, mayroon pa rin parang I feel it as an insult really. Kasi yan ang pinangako ko. One is, I will stop corruption. That was the only line that was repeated by my mouth all the months of the campaign. Second is, itong, it leaves a bitter taste in the mouth. You want, kayo nagpapadala, the complainants or the aggrieved parties or whatever, the wrong, you can always escape your number. But if you want to do it publicly, fine with me. Just text the agency and the person whom you have a gripe, a grievance to express. Tell me about the issue, and maybe that would be more in keeping with the transparency. It does not mean to say na tama yan, because people can go wrong and it will go wrong as in the Murphy's Law. But I would, my predilection now is really to go fast, simply because 6 years is a very limited time to do some reforms. If I could just get a fraction of the corruption sa ating gobyerno,